Hola y bienvenidos a Amores Patos. Hi, welcome to Amores Patos.
I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your other host, Faby.
This is a podcast where two best friends get together and talk about
Duck facts,
duck lore,
Duck McMysteries,
and
Ducktales.
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah.
I was looking at my notes. You can keep that in. Hello, again.
Hey.
This is our
15th episode
Yes, thank
of
you.
Amores Patos.
15th episode of Amores Patos, where we will be recapping the episode. My favorite title so far.
Same.
McMystery at McDuck McManor.
McManor.
They know what we want.
Yeah.
They know.
I fucking, peak of comedy is just adding muck in front of it.
They heard you.
They heard me. Oh my god.
This is a really great episode.
It's wild.
It's pretty wild.
It's
This is, I think, the episode that made me feel the most nostalgic for original Ducktales than I've ever felt so far.
Aww.
Just watching it, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I want to watch the old show now. I'll get into all those
Do you mean
reasons
you
why.
don't breathe and live the original DuckTales?
Not as much as I do now.
Mm.
I do get in the mood sometimes to rewatch episodes, though.
I've been watching more Darkwing.
Hey.
That's what I've been watching.
Nice. Very, very classic.
Yes, but yeah, this was a crazy episode.
Yeah. Before we get into it,
Yes.
I would like to, as we've been doing, say who made the episodes. You know. Like a Daisy-o intro, who made them?
Who made them?
So the story is by, of course, Frank Angones, Madison Bateman, Colleen Evanson, Christian Maglehayes, and Bob Snow. Again, if I mispronounce any of these names, it's my fault. And I wrote them down, and I have real bad handwriting. So,
I think you're good.
I see the people in class next to me, their beautiful handwriting, and I'm like, fuck, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Every time I show you my handwriting,
Yeah.
you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Yeah, my handwriting is shit.
Someone told me once that my handwriting style looks like the way I draw. Like, that it's... That they can tell that I draw the way I draw because of my handwriting.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment.
I wouldn't take it as a compliment because my handwriting's shit. It's... Jesus. I try to make it nice, and it's still like a toddler.
Oh.
It's like a toddler's handwriting. Anyway.
Yes.
This episode was written by Colleen Evanson. The storyboards were by Mark Garcia, Matthew Humphreys, and Tanner Johnson. Oh, I follow him on Twitter.
Hey.
I didn't realize that was him. Cool. And it was directed by John Aoshima.
Hey.
I think that's the guy's reference in the Gravity Falls, the Onwards Aoshima.
Oh, really?
Something to destiny!
Yeah.
Onwards, Aoshima!
Mabel?
When Mabel has the 11-teen... What are they called? The fun dip
Yeah.
thing.
I forgot what they were actually called in the show,
It's
but they're fun dips.
Yeah. Like hallucinogenic fun dips.
Fun dips from the 70s.
Was it?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying.
What?
Hallucinogenics.
Why are you giving false facts? We give duck facts. We don't give fake facts.
These are candy facts.
That wasn't true, though. It's not a fact. You're giving our listeners lies.
Go look for the drugs.
What? Smile dip. That's what it was called.
I don't remember that.
I've seen Gravity Falls episodes so many times. Like, God.
I'm trying to get my roommate to
one
watch
of the best
them.
cartoons in existence.
It's really, really good.
I love it. One of the best.
Yeah. Fucked me up.
Alright, the episode.
Yes.
The episode we're actually recapping, not Gravity Falls. So, how does it start?
Oh my god. Okay. So it starts with a beautiful pan of the mansion, which makes me realize how big the mansion is.
It's fucking huge.
Right?
We haven't seen a whole lot of it. This is like the main foyer
Foyer.
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 Is it foyer? Is foyer
That's how
a
it's
way
spelled.
to say it, right? But it's pronounced foyer.
Foyer. The reason I only knew
Hate
that was because during choir we would rehearse at the foyer, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I was like, "Oh, this is the
I've
foyer."
heard it said in movies, and I'm like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
Jesus, so fancy." Anyway,
Yes.
it's Beakley and Webby in the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're Webby and Beakley's helping Webby pack. She's got like suitcases, bows and arrows. She comes with a bow and arrow.
A crossbow.
Crossbow first, that's
Yes.
right. And Beakley's like, really? A crossbow?
Yeah.
And she leaves and comes back with a bow and arrows.
I was like, "Oh," but yeah, they're packing for what seems to be dangerous stuff.
Yeah, like Beakley's like, there we go.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
much
good.
better.
So the triplets show up and they're like, what? What's happening? And then Webby kind of like starts being like, oh, like every year.
She goes on like a survivor camp thing.
Yeah.
That's like a legit like secret island where she brushes up on her survival skills every year. And Beakley doesn't want her talking about it because she's like, honey, shush.
She's like, totally, what is it? Oh, young warriors totally don't combat nature and each other.
Yeah. So it's like Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Webby's in the Hunger Games?
And she lives every year.
And like a grenade falls out of her backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And she kicks it away and Beakley catches it and puts it in one of her bags.
She's so badass. I love her. But yeah, she's like, oh, girl stuff.
Yeah, girl stuff.
I love her.
So Beakley's leaving with Webby. And at the same time, Donald
just burst in and he's like screaming about having to leave.
What does he say? He's like, I have to get out of here. I forget what he says.
Same.
But he bolts, leaving his kids.
Yes.
Like he just runs out, slides over the roof of his car, gets in, and like
drives away. Oh, he
books it.
Yeah, he drives away and he like hits the fountain.
Yeah, which this fucking fountain is the fountain in front of the mansion with the big dollar sign in it. It's not an actual, fountain.
Yeah.
It's a fountain full of coins.
God.
Full of gold coins, which I never noticed until now.
I would jump the fence, run, grab a handful
of coins,
and get out.
Anyway, Donald just books it. He's gone. We don't see him again. And I'm just like, no, bring him back. We haven't seen Donald in so long.
Right.
And so he's gone. Like Donald's like terrified, like running away. And obviously Beakley and Webby are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And so the boys are like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, what's happening? Why is everyone running from this house? So Beakley's like, she like takes a sigh and she's like, well,
she like under her breath like tells them like quietly,
it's Scrooge's birthday.
It's his birthday, and that he hates celebrating it. And so apparently every year everyone just leaves.
Yeah.
It would have been just Beakley and Webby, but they just leave and don't mention that it's his birthday.
Yeah.
And immediately all the kids, especially Huey, are like appalled by this. They're like, it's his birthday? They're like, we have to celebrate it.
Especially Huey, he like immediately he's like, I got plans, like we gotta do this, and this.
And I got some quick facts about Scrooge's birthday.
Here's Anna with the facts.
Duck facts. As promised.
And
duck lore, technically.
Yeah.
A bit. Apparently the show is going, I think I mentioned before, with the Life and Times timeline of when Scrooge was born, which would have been 1867.
Hella years.
Scrooge is 150 years old.
I hate it.
If we go by the timeline, like this show came out in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming it's still 2017 in the show universe.
Yeah.
So he's 150 years old, like canonically. Born in 1867. It's now 2017. He's 150.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because Scrooge was created for comics. I mean, Scrooge, like, he was included into the comics. They were the Donald Duck comics, and they're like, hey, let's make Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
He was introduced in the comic 4 color, 4 like the number.
Oh.
Or 178. I don't know what this means. Just like
if anyone knows, please let us know.
The name of the comic and the issue, I guess, in the year 1947. So Scrooge was born, the character, like the person, was born in 1867. His character was created in 1947. Ducktales aired 1987, 40 years after Scrooge was created for comics. And this show aired in 2017, 30 years after the original Ducktales cartoon.
Oh my god.
Which is obviously all on purpose.
Yeah, fuck. He's old as all hell.
He's really old, and
I have talked about, like, how timelines work in this a lot.
Yeah, so, okay.
Yeah.
So, Scrooge is 150. What the fuck?
Exactly.
I did research. I'm like, is there an actual explanation in comics? Because in the comics, I think by the end of Life and Times, he's 90, I want to say. He's 80 or 90, because, because the comics, the Times, the last chapter, is set in I believe, 1947. And Scrooge is 80 or 90. And he's still very, alive.
Yeah.
And fit, and,
all there.
Yeah. And so I'm like, is there an explanation? Maybe? And so apparently, there's a Carl Barks comic, I don't have the year this came out, but it's a comic called That's No Fable, where we learn that Scrooge drank from the Fountain of Youth, for several days, which rejuvenated his body and cured his rheumatism, but it did not make his body physically.
Yeah.
It
didn't, reverse time.
Yeah, it didn't reverse time. You have actual physical contact with the water in order to, to get young again.
Regenerate?
No, because he rejuvenates.
Yeah, true,
his body's healed. Even though he's 100, whatever, he's completely fit.
So he's younger in a sense, but, not physically younger.
Yeah, physically, his body did not change.
Yeah.
But his body was rejuvenated, though, so he stops aging. He stopped aging. So drinking the Fountain of Youth lets Scrooge live past the expected years of a person without signs of slowdown or senility.
Yeah. That'd be a very different show.
He'd be dead.
Yeah, he would be dead.
150. My thing is, though,
yes,
he's 150. What about his sisters?
Exactly.
What about Donald?
Because he's Donald's great uncle. So the
not great uncle. Uncle.
So the gap there is way too
insane.
long.
Scrooge's sisters are, I think, Matilda, his oldest youngest sister, is maybe 2 years younger than him, and Hortense, his youngest sister, is maybe 5, at the most 10 years younger than him. And it's not possible, for Donald to be. I think it's been confirmed he's in his 30s. Yeah. To be in his 30s when his uncle is 150.
Exactly. Something's not. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't click well because
I don't know if they're gonna address that at all.
I don't think so.
What they had to address is that Scrooge and maybe his siblings all drink from the Fountain of Youth too, and maybe Donald did too, or if they drank and then they stopped aging. Yeah. And then Donald was born later.
Exactly. Because if not, they had Donald when, she was, really old, technically.
120?
Yeah.
Well, we know Hortense is, I think, dead by this point. She's usually dead in the comics.
That's fucked.
Matilda's normally alive sometimes. So, I don't know. We're getting off track.
We wanted to address this.
The timelines don't add up. Anyway, sorry.
Yes,
we're back. Huey, the kids, mostly Huey, are appalled. They're just they can't believe that Scrooge isn't celebrating a birthday. They're like, we have to. But because
he hates the reminder.
His birthday. And Louis says, is it because it's a reminder that he's the oldest person he knows?
It's Louis who says it, Louis. And Dewey starts giggling.
Yeah.
Mr. McDuck has a strict no birthday party rule. He hates the reminder that he's literally the oldest person he knows.
I love, that they just so casually talk about Scrooge being 150.
Yeah.
And there's no, what? How old are you? What?
Right.
There's no... We never see the surprise over this. It's from the Mount Everest episode where he was the Neverest Ninny 75 years ago.
That's
it's never addressed. No one's like, oh, what?
Yeah, why are you alive?
Yeah, how are you alive? No one asks that. So I don't know.
First question, we would be like, how are you alive?
Yeah. So, yes, no further acknowledgement besides Louis' that Scrooge is the oldest person he knows.
Yeah.
No further acknowledgement than that Scrooge is literally too old to still be alive. Anyway, so Huey's determined to give Duckworth the best birthday ever. Fuck, did I say Duckworth? Duckworth Watch. It's historical event. Duckworth Watch is over. I was too excited. I'm not gonna say anything more.
Okay. Yeah.
Christ.
Fuck.
I was reading ahead in my notes. Anyway, Huey is determined to give Scrooge the best birthday ever.
Right? Because he's he's so sweet, because he's I want to give a party to, he's just being very sweet about it. He's we need to do this for him, you know?
But Webby points out, though, that she's like, oh, I don't know. Scrooge hasn't had a good birthday since his old butler Duckworth died. And there's this painting. That's a painting of Duckworth dusting a painting of Scrooge.
And Scrooge looks so mad.
Yeah, it's a very... angry-looking painting of Scrooge that Duckworth is dusting.
Yeah.
And it's Duckworth on one of those tall ladders dusting, and he looks exactly like he does in the original series.
Yeah, he does. And I lost it. I was just like...
The painting of the painting?
No, just because... he's dead. And that was the joke we've been making the entire time.
And we've been joking like, oh, maybe Duckworth's dead. Oh my god.
Frank knew.
Of course he knew.
I know. And
we'll get into more of that. But
yes.
So yeah, Ray points out the whole Duckworth thing, and Huey scoffs at the idea of Duckworth being a better party planner than him. He's like, nah. He's like, you're talking to like the leading junior woodchuck like birthday party planner champion.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Like, he's like, I got this. And so I'm wondering, like, did Webby know Duckworth? Or did she just know about him from her obsessively recorded history of the McDuck clan?
I don't know. I feel like she probably knew him.
She might have known him. Maybe, like, before he died.
Yeah, before he died. She was there. But...
Yeah.
So they leave, but I love what Webby says before she leaves. She's all like, if I don't come back, tell my story.
Yeah. Is that a Hamilton reference?
Who lives, who dies? Who tells your story?
Yeah. But despite Beakley's warning, Huey's like, he was in to go ahead and plan the party.
So then we get a shot of the mansion again.
It's night now.
It's night.
It is night.
And this is when I assumed that Donald should have taken the kids with him.
Yeah, because Scrooge thinks he's alone in the mansion. Donald just booked it, though. He's like, every man for himself.
Right?
Like,
he's like, another year older, another year richer, and the house to myself. And I'm like,
yeah,
about
it's like,
that.
You have like young wards. Like... But he hears like a noise and he's like, the fuck? He thinks it's a home invasion.
Yeah.
Because there's a small duck wearing a Daft Punk outfit.
and he tackles him to the ground.
And we see it's Dewey. He has like a keytar that makes sound effect noises.
Yeah.
And he just does he pushes some buttons. I forget what he does.
A home invasion! Take that, you bionic bandits! Surprise! Happy birthday! Meow, 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 meow.
Because we see that in the foyer, Huey has constructed a surprise birthday party with some masked strangers in attendance.
Exactly.
There is lights and I think maybe streamers. Yeah, there's balloons and shit. Let's see, because Huey had to plan this very quickly, it seems. So he's got balloons in the corners, lights on the ceiling and stuff. We come back and Scrooge is just sitting in a plastic chair, his arms crossed and looking he just is not having a good time. He's just being a grumpy Gus.
He's being harassed
sitting
by
Dewey. He has a party hat on, and someone just strapped to his head, and he's just sitting with his arms crossed, like It's a hilarious image.
Yeah.
Just the party crown on his head just makes it. He's freaked out by Dewey or DJ Daft Duck, as Dewey will only the only answer to.
Yeah.
He's freaked out by the sound effects.
Okay, go let's describe his little outfit because it's like a helmet and it obviously has the screen.
It's the Daft Punk helmet with the screen thing, and the screen thing will make it'll make emoji responses or it'll say fun or a winky face. Or
it's so cute.
Thumbs up. It's super cute. A really great dish. She's got the black jacket with the gold shoulder pads and cuffs. I had the word for that.
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called.
It's gone. Anyway, so he's explaining the whole party they have. Yeah, Scrooge asks why there's a bunch of masked weirdos in his house. Louis put a guest list together.
Yeah, so of the Duckburg's most powerful and elite, there's only 3 people.
Yeah, there's 3 people. And Louis made a costume party to throw off the paparazzi. Mm-hmm. And Louis also in a new outfit.
Yeah.
He's in a white suit. It's really cute. I don't know where he got it from.
Right?
But it's a white suit with a green tie and a green little bow tie and vest.
And a masquerade mask on a stick.
Yeah.
And then we get to see the mysterious guest.
The guest.
We describe these people.
Let's see. It's a short, squat duck in a Greek kind of robe, toga thing. It's like a bathrobe, I think.
I don't know.
It's actually a bathrobe. He's got a mask on. He's a little gray beard. Mm-hmm. There is
a taller, skinnier gray bird.
Parrot guy.
Yes.
He's wearing a snapback, big headphones, what are they called? The big ones. Is there a name for them?
Beats.
Oh god.
Beats by
shutter
Dre.
shades.
A trench coat.
Yeah, like a high-collared trench coat hiding his face.
And some nice kicks.
I think he's wearing shoes.
Yeah,
like,
he's wearing shoes.
He was wearing shoes last time. The stranger who we've never seen before.
Uh-huh.
And the last one is a dog person.
Yes.
In like a, what would you call that? Her outfit. And you wearing like a Mardi Gras.
Yeah, like it's a green, like olive tone dress
Yeah.
with a nice big hat with feathers and a, what's it called? Like the
big beak mask.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the ones at Mardi Gras.
Yeah, and it's very mysterious.
Yes.
I wonder who these people
Yeah,
are.
who these strangers are. And Scrooge just kind of looks at them like,
what
the fuck? So Louie's telling Scrooge to get in the spirit of the costume party, and he puts a Scrooge mask on his face. I don't know how they made this. A 3D printer, I guess?
My immediate thought was those videos that I kind of harass you with. So if you like Hamilton and you like stupid videos,
really stupid videos.
I recommend watching any Hamilton song, but every character is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
And they have a printed out face, like a perfect, it's like a foot long.
Yeah.
Of Lin-Manuel Miranda's face.
And they just put it on top of each other, and then they recreate the entire song, but just the Lin-Manuel Miranda. So that was my immediate thought.
It's like, Jesus. It's like a smiling Scrooge face that they put on Scrooge, and he just takes it off and he just looks even more angry underneath.
Huey's not wearing a costume.
He's not.
He's just carrying his clipboard.
Yeah, his clipboard. He's the planner.
Yes. Because he's very, we didn't mention it, but he was, timing things by the minute.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's, from 11:15 to 11:20, it's mingling, and then, a minute for a bathroom break.
Yeah. And then afterward, make it short, because then we're scheduled for fun.
Yeah.
So, next is mingling from 6 to 6:05. Bathroom break at 6:06, but keep it under a minute because at 6:07 we're scheduled to have fun.
Fun times!
It just reminded me of SpongeBob. Because everything does. Because of the episode where he's party planning for the first time, and he totally overdoes the party planning.
Oh, remind me. There's so many episodes.
Okay, it's one of the episodes where Patchy the Pirate is in it. Because he's, narrating the story.
Yeah.
And he's, SpongeBob is throwing the party, and he's, planning it by the minute.
Yeah.
But people are going off schedule and having actual fun.
Yeah, that's right!
And he gets kicked out of his own party.
So, Huey goes into his party games.
Yes.
Which Scrooge is not game for.
Did you like party games?
When I was younger? Yeah, my mom would organize party games when I was younger. I think we did do the balloon pop. Mm-hmm. We did, let me think.
I always hated the balloon pop because I hated the noise.
We did, let me think. Oh, my mom really loved planning parties and doing shit. Maybe musical chairs. Oh, I remember for one birthday, it was raining, so we had a big indoors arts and crafts thing.
We did the shitty one where everyone just puts each other's shoes in a pile, and then you have to blindfold yourself. Yeah. Everyone's blindfolded, and then you have to try to get your shoes.
Shoes are gross, though.
Exactly. I don't know why.
Especially little kid shoes. They smell.
I didn't want to play that one. It was nasty.
Of one of my birthdays, my mom made a cake. She made a castle, out of a cake.
Uh-huh.
She made a cake castle. The turrets were ice cream cones. And it was really fucking legit. Mm-hmm. I just remember that. It was legit. I miss my mom!
But so the games that they're playing are...
first one is word search, and I found words in the word search.
I did too, but I didn't write them down.
So some of the words, it's they're references to Scrooge and his life and stuff. Gold, the money bin, Smarties, Clan McDuck, Golden, Toughies, and on the first, the very first line, if you read it backwards, it says, "The Butler Did It."
Oh!
If you read it across and then down,
oh shit,
"The Butler Did It," is what that says. What could this mean?
I mean, we'll get into it later, but... And
Scrooge, is just shutting Huey down at every turn. He's like, word search, pass.
Musical chairs.
Or we could just sit in silence.
My favorite was the popping balloon station.
Trains come to the station.
He pops the balloon. He's like, station's closed.
Yeah.
Come on, hop aboard the Happy Birthday Express. Toot toot! All aboard for for a jumbo word search about you.
Pass.
Next up, musical chairs.
Or we could sit in silence. Ugh.
Balloon pop relay coming into the station.
Station's closed.
He's just being just like a duh, just like does not want to be
Yeah,
here.
no,
Like,
not at
and I
all.
feel bad for Huey because putting all this effort in for Scrooge. Scrooge is
Yeah.
like, fuck this.
And Louis like, maybe he doesn't want. Oh, because they go off. They have a staff meeting.
I love, Scrooge does not get out of his chair the entire time. He does not get up. He just like slouching further and further into the chair. So he was like, okay, this is not going well, and he called a staff meeting.
Mm-hmm. So they go under like this little. It's in the room, but it's like a stage.
Yeah, I think maybe it's under the stairs.
Yeah, under the stairs.
And people's curtains closed.
Yeah. And then they're like talking, and Louis like, I don't think he wants the party, like maybe we should just cut it out.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, while we're getting all the party scenes, DJ Daft Duck is playing various like ambiance party music that changes with each scene. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our first staff meeting, and I thought it was interesting. Louis is the only one acknowledging Scrooge's feelings. He's like, maybe Scrooge doesn't want, he wants a party.
Well, Dewey can't say much. But
yeah, Dewey's not gonna speak if he's not like, he speaks through the guitar.
Yeah. In emojis or in sound riffs.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Louis is like, maybe we shouldn't. And Huey's like, no, like, he wants this
Yeah,
party.
Huey's like completely in denial. Like, can't relax. He doesn't entirely acknowledge other people's feelings.
No.
If they get in the way of something he sees as good.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, no, this is a good thing we're doing. So, like, because it's a good thing we're doing, like, we have to keep doing it. No matter if, just, like, not acknowledging anyone else's, how they're feeling about it. He's like, nah, like, this is my plan. It's a good plan. I'm me. We're gonna do this.
He's gonna have fun whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's like, he gives Dewey a list of songs.
Yeah, like popular party music.
The songs with 90% enjoyment rating.
Yeah, yeah. Huey's like, Scrooge is gonna enjoy his party or die trying. Basically his
that's
approach.
his attitude.
And so they come back from their staff meeting to Scrooge's first his sneak away attempt. We missed Huey's like
I was
thing.
about to think that.
Like,
yeah,
he's
I
all
was
like-
reading my notes. I was like, wait.
I did not write enough about his emotional speech.
He was like, because
his intentions are good.
Yeah, he's
at this point.
He's like, I really want to show Scrooge that, like, they love him because he's done so much for them that they want to do something for him.
Yeah.
But it's just like, Huey, it's not the right way to do it if he doesn't like it in the first place.
because Louis like, we're forcing him to enjoy a party he doesn't want to be at.
Yeah, and he's like,
I knew you'd understand.
understand.
And they go back outside,
Yeah.
and Louis is like, oh god, it's not gonna go well. Yeah, and then Scrooge's attempt at sneaking away.
He puts the mask on a balloon attached to the chair.
And just starts walking away.
Aw.
Like, he's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, and then Huey catches up to him, and he's like, oh, there's the birthday boy, and just pushes him back.
Aww.
Because we see his next party thing. Like the lights go out.
Stage lights turn on.
Yeah, these red stage lights.
Oh my god. Fucking fog machine called the missed opportunity.
The writers did not miss any opportunities to make good puns.
They're so good. But yeah.
So you see Huey hired an illusionist named Nick Nocturne.
Yes.
And he rises dramatically into the smoke. He's like a dog dude with like a goth. He's like a goth dog dude, like a hood and a cape.
It's like black and purples, and like when he rises, like this poster falls down.
Yeah. He's what's his line? It's like
Grand Illusionist, Master of the Arcane, Nick Nocturne, and he's like spelled with two K's because I'm the C's disappear.
Cue lights. Ladies and gentlemen, Grand Illusionist, Master of the Arcane, Nick Nocturne.
Spelled with 2 K's, because I made the C's disappear.
And we see Scrooge is just disgusted by this. Yeah. He's like, if there's one thing I hate more than birthday party magician that makes noise.
And he's like, well, it's a good thing he's an illusionist.
Yeah. And so Nick Nocturne does this whole illusion-y thing. He like disappears and reappears. He's like, pick a card. Is this your card? Yes, it is.
To the mysterious Shutter Shades.
Yeah, Shutter Shades dude who's drinking some tea. Cards vanish, and Scrooge from across the room's like, the card's in his pocket next to a dove. The bird flies out.
Yeah.
I think it reminds me of the Lucky Gander episode with Liu Hai doing the card tricks.
Yeah.
And Scrooge is like, oh, how nice. Street magic. Just I think because Scrooge has seen actual magic.
Yeah.
And since he's so well traveled that like he knows all the tricks to magic. Like he could probably do an amazing magic show just so he knows how to do all this shit. But he hates it so much.
It also just reminded me of my love for the show Magic's Biggest Secrets Finally Revealed.
What is that? What? What the fuck?
It used to it used to be like on television, and then a few years back, it was on Netflix as well. And my mom, she's like, "You used to love that show as a kid, like ruining magic tricks for yourself." Because it was this, it was a masked magician guy.
Yeah.
And he would just like, they would show you a trick.
Did he wear a creepy mask the whole time?
Yeah. It was like a mask, and it had like stripes on it.
Don't like that.
And he would show you the trick, and then they would go back and explain the whole trick.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Like, I love watching, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. I love, like, knowing how things are made. So my mom's, like, she was, like, really, like, you, as a kid, you would watch that and, like, just ruin magic tricks for yourself. But, like, that's what it reminded me of my love.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for it on Netflix again.
Yeah.
Because it was a really fun show.
That's great. So, Nick Nocturne's like, non-believer. Like, step into the unknown, into my abyss box. And, there's a puff of smoke, and, like, he flaps there's a thing with his cape, and this shiny black box appears.
Mm-hmm. Hey, like, his tricks are fake,
yeah,
but, like, he's really good at reappearing on places.
Yeah, he, like, teleports. Yeah. He's like, he appears, and he's like, ooh, he vanishes, and he appears again. Yes. I'm describing it very badly. But Scrooge is like, yeah, I'm not fucking getting in that.
He calls it his abyss box.
Yeah, his abyss box. It's like a shiny black box. But we see Scrooge. Even Scrooge is not immune to Huey's puppy dog eyes. And again, this reminds me again of Lucky Gander episode with Huey just like being in love with the waters of Aquarium. And like Scrooge kind of just like allowing them. Like, he just like sits down like fine. Like he doesn't argue at all when he's like how like in love Huey's with the show. Yeah. He's like fine, alright, we'll do one show.
So he goes up and gets in the box and he's like, do you want me to hide inside this trap door?
Yeah, because he's like, oh, the magic of the abyss box. And just to be clear, you want me to hide in this trap door in here, right? And Nocturne's like, oh, magic. Then he calls upon the spirits. Yes. And the lights go out. Mm-hmm. A couple of things happen. Yes. The lights go out first.
Yes. And then there's a flash.
Yeah. A flash, we hear like a door rattling noise. And think like a crash. Yes. Like a loud crash. And then a demonic voice. And then the lights turn back on, and the abyss box has been smashed to smithereens. Yeah,
and then immediately,
where's that from? Smithereens.
I don't know.
Box and bug me. It's a reference.
If anyone knows what Anna's referring to.
I'll probably remember it in 2 hours. Anyway, the abyss box is shattered. Yes. And Nick Nocturne is despondent. Mm-hmm.
He's like, he falls on his knees and starts yelling.
Yeah, it's crying. And Huey's like, oh wow, what an amazing trick. But then Dewey's like, he does like, an exclamation point appears on his helmet and he's like, wait. Mm-hmm. Like, something's wrong. Yeah. And the kids run up and Scrooge is like, gone. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just the pieces of the box left. And Huey realizes that Scrooge has vanished, but he left his wallet behind. Yeah. Which
is like that. It proves that he's gone missing.
Yeah, he's gone missing. Huey immediately sees that all the doors are locked, and he's like, this isn't just a party. It's now a locked room mystery party. And Louie's like, brother, can I speak to you? Staff meeting?
Yeah.
We're locked in. That means the kidnapper is still in this very room. Clear the party schedule. Things just got interesting.
And yeah, Louie's like, should we call someone? Mm-hmm. Like, he's like, I think we're in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, like, because it's gone too far. Like, our uncle is missing now.
Yeah, I would say at this point, this is when Huey's become too single-minded. He still wants to prove he can be the perfect party planner, even though Scrooge has gone missing.
He's like, let's find Scrooge so he can, like, enjoy the party. And
Yeah.
Louie's like,
Yeah.
you mean so he doesn't die?
Yeah, he's like, of course, that too. So at the high stake, it's Scrooge's life that Louie's worried about versus Scrooge's love of parties, which is Huey's concern.
And Dewey's just still in the helmet.
Yeah, he doesn't speak. He just like looks back and forth as they argue. So it's an interesting change in dynamic in where Louis is the more responsible one in this episode. Or he's trying to be. Yeah, suggesting they call for help.
Yeah, for sure. And then, because Louis like, let's call someone.
Yeah.
And Huey goes, he's like, who can you call when everyone's a suspect?
Yeah, and Louis is like, oh, I hate this. And
so he goes with it, though.
Yeah, Dewey made the key turn. He's like, oh, no. And we see Louis like, the helmet's stuck on your head, isn't it?
He's like...
And, oh, yeah. I have to put it in. It's so funny, because
it's pre-recorded sound bites.
What's his name? It's the actor.
Yeah,
Christ. I'm the worst.
Because Dewey pre-recorded
Ben Schwartz. It's Ben Schwartz's voice doing like a robotic voice thing.
Yeah.
But it's pre-recorded voices. And we see that the Dewey has the helmet stuck on his head now. He can't get out of it.
Oh, I hate this already.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get that helmet off, can you?
Oh, no.
But yeah, so they go back into the room.
Yeah, they go back out, because Huey's determined to make this into a murder mystery party now. And first he blames Nick Nocturne.
Yeah.
He gets ganged up on by 10-year-olds.
Because Nick is like, I'm just the messenger for the dark arts.
Yeah.
And he's like, but the kids are insisting, like, you had the motive.
Yeah, the motive, like, Scrooge is making fun of you.
and
they start heckling him. And I think he falls. And they don't kill him. They heckle him until he falls over, I think.
I'll put the sound clip because it's really funny how they're insulting him.
Yeah, they are.
I can handle a little heckling.
Is that so?
Couldn't hack it as a birthday clown, huh?
Ooh, nice hood. Hood guy.
Hey, why don't you make like anyone's interested in you and disappear?
Is this your card?
Is this your card?
Is this your card?
They, like, bully him, and then he falls down the stairs.
He falls down the stairs, and we see that he's actually a Beagle Boy. He has the mask, and he has this fucking goth hairdo. He is actually Blackguard's Beagle.
The way we find out, though, is because when he falls, he starts to cry for his mom.
He has a pierced ear.
He has a pierced ear.
And we see that the mysterious dog lady in the, like, Mardi Gras type outfit is actually Mom Beagle. What the hell?
Yes. I'm shook. She's mad though because she has to take off the outfit.
She's pissed. Yeah, she takes it off. She's like stupid dumbass son. She yanks out a crowbar from her purse and starts begging. Everyone runs away. And she starts just batting at the doors, and she can't get them open. Like she can't everything. The doors are all locked, but also like immune to crowbarring.
Yeah.
So like something else is at work here.
Yeah.
And while she's running around trying to bust down doors, Blackguard starts revealing their plan. And she keeps running past, like, shut up, Blackguards.
Yeah, she's like, shut up.
Shut up, Blackguards.
So he's like, we've planned this, right? Me and Ma. Like, I was supposed to be basically the distraction.
Yeah. While Ma Beagle went in. Yeah, her plan was, so Blackguards would distract Scrooge, trap him, I think, so that she could go and steal the deed to Duckburg from Scrooge.
Yes.
So this episode has like some pretty major plot points that have not been mentioned in the show before.
Yeah.
Which it kept surprising me. I'm like, the fuck? What? Like, Scrooge owns the deed to Duckburg.
Yeah.
You see this humongous painting. Because the boys are surprised by this.
Yeah.
Despite the giant 15-foot-long painting on the wall. It's showing Scrooge.
It's on the back wall where everyone of all like the refreshments were.
Yeah, like this big painting that shows Scrooge like signing the deed. Like, I own Duckburg.
Yeah, he owns it. Like
He
the
owns
mob
the
boss
land.
he is.
He's not a mob boss. Because McDuck like revealing this plan, and we learn that Scrooge owns the land and leases it to the town
At a small profit.
Yes, and we see
He does! That's what he says! And then Louis is like, he's like, what a great
Scrooge
man.
isn't here! Why does he say this?
No, not Scrooge doesn't say it. That's what who says it?
Oh, Huey. Yeah, Huey explains. Huey knew.
Yeah.
Louis didn't know. For some reason, Louis didn't know.
Louis doesn't have time to look at paintings.
And with Scrooge is just more like Louie's idol. He's like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever!
Yeah.
And, like, this episode made me feel very nostalgic for the original series, for the comics. And this is one of the things, like, this fact that Scrooge owns Duckburg.
Yeah.
Literally. So in Life and Time, Scrooge does in fact own much of the town. Because in Life and Times, he comes to Duckburg before it's actually Duckburg, before it's like this collection of farms. And Duckburg is named after what was originally Fort Duckburg, where in the comics is on top of Kill Mule, later renamed Kill Motor Hill, where he builds the money bin. But in this universe, his mansion's there instead, and obviously the money bin's on the ocean. So Scrooge ends up owning most of Duckburg in the comics because it's just land, like there's farms, and that's it.
It was nothing.
Yeah, it was just a couple farms, and he's like, all right, mine now. And he buys it. He buys it, and he fosters most of the businesses in Duckburg. So most of the businesses are his, and so in the comics, the reason for Duckburg's boom and growth from farm to a metropolis is because of him. Yeah. Like, he creates business.
Yeah, like, he is the market because he owns most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see that in the original DuckTales too, right? Like, every other thing is, like, McDuck something. Yeah,
McDuck Mall, McDuck Pizza Hut, McDuck...
The burger place?
Yeah, with $15 burgers. Christ.
You're gonna see a lot of it. That's from the
episode, Wait, it's a Scrooge loses his memory. Wait, Blue Collar Scrooge.
Yeah, Blue Collar. It's a really fun episode.
It's a good episode. Scrooge loses his memory and his accent. And it's Alan Young's normal voice, which I really like.
You also get to see Fenton try a Scottish accent.
Oh, God. And then he somehow deludes himself into thinking he's Scrooge. Yeah. It's so weird.
It's a fun episode.
It's a very good episode. So Ma Beagle claims that Scrooge swindled the deed from her grandfather.
Yes.
Who stole it from the people of Duckburg in the first place.
Yeah.
And we see in the painting, everyone's wearing turn of the century outfits. So this is like the early 1900s. Yeah. Based on their outfits.
God. And he's still wearing the same fucking outfit.
He's too cheap to buy the clothes. And we see it's like a Ma Beagle's grandfather, like like a bolo tie and a cane, and like he has the Beagle like the hat and his little red sweater.
Yeah.
But so this made me think of, because this edition made me think of something else from the comics. It's a lot. So was there anything of Scrooge's first run with the Beagles in the Life and Times? That's what the Don Rosa comics. In Chapter 2 of Life and Times, the Master of the Mississippi, which is set in between 1880 and 1882, where while working under his uncle Angus Pothole McDuck, on his uncle's ship, they meet Blackheart Beagle and like the first generation of Beagle Boys. And Blackheart is in the comics, like if you were to say the comics now, it's the current generation of Beagle Boys, their grandfather. His name was Blackheart. And in the original 87 series, when Scrooge, in the episode Once Upon a Dime, Scrooge meets both Ma Beagle and an early generation of Beagle Boys. I couldn't find their names. It was like Tub, Yank, Son.
They're still trying out their names.
I don't remember their names. They have kind of weird designs. They don't have like the Beagle Boy designs that we know from the original series.
Oh God.
Bill, Ted.
Bill and Ted.
One of them's like a nickname or something, but we don't really get names.
Aren't they all nicknames? Because it's fucked if all your children are called by like weird ass things.
Baggy Beagle.
Baggy Beagle. I mean, this one here is Blackheart's Beagle.
Yeah,
like,
Blackheart.
When did you get your name? Did you get your name first and then your hobby, or your hobby first and
hobby
then your name?
Hobby first, I assume.
Right?
But anyway, yeah. So the original 87 series has like Scrooge meets Ma Beagle when she's already like a mother, and it's like, so how old is she in the original series? Because Scrooge meets her when he's fairly young.
Yeah.
So
she's immortal.
Jesus. But so just like kind of interesting, like different takes.
Yeah.
On when Scrooge met the Beagles, like which ones he interacted with. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so we see that Louis made the guest list. So he invited Ma Beagle to the party.
And he's like, you gave me an hour to do this. An hour.
But his excuse is that Ma Beagle is a powerful, totally legit businesswoman.
And he says something that helps with the timeline. He's like, she kidnapped us 2 months ago.
Yes. Yeah, so another like really important plot thing. Yeah, Huey points out that Day Trip of Doom happened 2 months ago.
Yes.
Because prior to this, we didn't have like a timeline, really. Like, we didn't know when things were really set exactly. But, So Louis claims that Ma Beagle's a powerful, totally legit businesswoman. I think he and have different definitions of legit.
Yeah.
Like, what's her business? She lives in the junkyard. And she's
That-
like a crime boss. That's not business.
I mean,
That's not a legit businesswoman.
how dare you? She has a proud business. She is a proud business owner.
Jesus.
No,
So we
but
see
yeah.
Ma Beagle explaining like she didn't kidnap Scrooge because she was like, he's more trouble than he's worth.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
She's just like, I just wanted the deed, but
Yeah.
by the time that I was trying to do it, like, all the doors were locked.
Oh, the doors were locked and
Yeah.
I couldn't like go get it. And so Huey somehow climbs up on the chandelier, and he's still trying to figure out who
Who done it?
Yeah, who done it? He climbs to the chandelier and like yanks the main cord thing and like follows it, like tearing it out of the ceiling down to the wall where it leads behind the painting of Duckworth, hiding in an elaborate security system.
Yes. It has the old spoolie, like, recording, like, the old
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
And then, the system name is DT87.
Yeah, like just like a little cute nod that I'm like,
Oh, that's
Just
cute.
another thing that's made me feel nostalgic. and so we see that the DT87, Ma Beagle points out that it's the toughest security system in the world.
Yeah.
And we see that Huey keeps dissing Duckworth.
Yeah.
Like he gets a little line like, "Take that, Duckworth." Like he's dead, dude.
Respect the dead man.
And so Huey thinks someone might have hacked into the security system and turned out the lights.
Yeah. So that's when they realize that someone has been, like, live tweeting.
They say live posting,
Yeah.
but it's live tweeting.
Yeah, live tweeting from the inside.
Yeah, from the inside of the mansion.
And it's the mysterious
Shutter
Shades.
Shades posing with a little statuette of Scrooge,
Yeah.
like the bust. And they turn, and who could it be but
Mark B. Hey.
Huey like, rips the hat off his head, and he's like, "What's up?"
He's so weird, but I love him. He's so funny.
So Huey tries to implicate. Oh, well, first Beaks walks over to the other criminals, and he's like, "What's up, criminal from another mother?"
And he does, like, the high five.
the digital high
that
five,
we have.
yeah. And Ma Beagle's like, "Fuck is this?"
So here's where my notes. I asked myself, has someone done any of the Mark Zuckerberg memes for Mark B?
No! Christ, he looked like a fucking alien. Like on the interview things, like,
Yeah.
like I'm like this
Yeah.
is a tremendous issue and like an issue of privacy and like the internet age.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, he looks like a fucking alien.
Yeah, because
I've never seen him like in real life. I guess I've seen pictures of him.
he either has very little eyebrow or, like, kind of no eyebrow.
Yeah, and his eyes are just like
People
what?
kept just subtly, like, editing them too big, where it was just, like, uncanny valley,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was horrifying.
Yeah, like I watched one of the interviews with him with like the Senate or whatever. It was Senate, I think.
Yeah.
They they question people, and just like his mannerisms are just so weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, this is a human being there.
I saw one of those things of, like, when people, it's those conspiracies of, like,
Yeah.
people malfunctioning, and it's, like, all sorts of evidence of, like, different actors malfunctioning, and it's, like, the reptilian Blink, and people were, like, trying to figure out if, like, Mark
God.
was, and I was like,
He's
no.
what is it, like a lizard person?
Yeah, I was like, oh, but yeah, it was late at night when I started to write this.
Oh my god. But so Huey tries to implicate Beaks as the one who kidnapped Scrooge, and Beaks is like, "Listen, hat, like you hired them
Yeah, he, like,
a week ago."
he looks at him for a good while,
Yeah.
and he's like, hat.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not, because, Scrooge. Huey, like, he's like, you were, like, threatened by Scrooge, and
Yeah.
he's like, no.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not
yeah.
even, like, threatened by his money. Like,
Yeah.
cash is dead.
Yeah.
New currency is buzz.
Yeah, yeah. So all Beaks cares about is fame and buzz, and so Huey. But then Huey looks to Louis like, so you invited him too, and Louis like, 1 hour to make a guest list.
1 hour.
Party.
You invited him too.
1 hour to prepare. 1.
Louis, the reason why Beaks came was to hack the security system to get embarrassing footage of Scrooge, and boy did he get it. So funny.
So the footage that he gets is Beakley wiping the clear door, glass door.
A sliding glass door.
Yeah. And Scrooge is reading a book.
Yeah,
and,
he walks up reading a book.
And he just walks straight into it.
It's so funny.
Because he's like shook after he hits.
Yeah, he's like, what? It reminds me of those commercials of like the crows that'll just slam into windows.
Or Windex commercials.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
no, it was
birds can't see glass.
It's horrifying. I've never run into a door or a window.
I've slammed the screen door, I think. I've done that.
I watched my dad walk into a glass. You know, like how some department stores, they're like kind of just glass, and then there's one area where it's the door. Yeah, my dad just straight walked into the glass. And it was so embarrassing. Like, I remember.
I'd be like, I don't know this person. I was like, oh my god, right, guys? Oh my god, so embarrassing.
They heard him, like, the cashiers turned around and they were like, Señor, ¿está bien? And then when we, like, because we did, like, a whole circle around the store, it was like a mall. And when we came back, they had put, like, a piece of paper stuck to the door.
Don't come. This is the window.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But yeah, so he got what he wanted.
Yeah, so he tries to leave. He's like, alright.
Peace out.
Peace, y'all. And then he crashes into the door in an attempt to make a cool exit. He has like finger guns and it just slams right into the door and falls over.
And
he's like, no one filmed that, right?
So they realized that he was the cause of the blackout.
Yeah.
Blackout.
No, he wasn't though.
He wasn't?
Biggs wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
No, he was just hacking into the security system.
But he was the cause of the flash.
Yes. Yeah, he was taking selfies. But Bob Beagle is just like in disbelief that this is one of Scrooge's nemesis. He's like, seriously, like this guy? She's like, at least we try to kill Scrooge sometimes. Yeah. Like, Huey looks picks up Beaks' phone and looks at the background. And this I didn't understand this. He picks up the phone and he sees kind of something in the background of a picture, and he tells the phone, "Enhance." Enhance? Like, does he not know how phones work?
He's so into, like, I think the mystery of it, that he's, like, trying to solve it, like, the way all crime shows in TV do.
Maybe.
Enhance.
Because he's like, enhance. Enhance. And then nothing happens, obviously, until Louis comes over and, like, zooms in for him.
Let me see that picture again. Enhance. Enhance. There we go.
My favorite is when people on Twitter are like, oh, today I accidentally tried to zoom in on a piece of paper.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But, and so we see in the background, the bearded guy in the Zeus outfit is throwing a present into the abyss box. Mm-hmm. And we see the aforementioned Zeus costume guy walk up behind them, and his eyes widen. He's eating cake, really chill.
He's been eating cake the whole time.
He's been eating cake or anything the whole time. He's been eating. And then he's like, oh shit. And he kind of like stepped away, and they're like, and they realize like, who could this person be? Like, trying to maybe kill Scrooge. Mm-hmm. Glomgold.
Drops his cake.
He drops the cake and surprise him. He's trying to like sneak away.
Because Glomgold is like, how did you know it was me?
Yeah.
And Louis like, it's always you. He's like, and it always will be.
That was really good. Yeah.
Wait, how did you know it was me?
It's always you.
And it always will be!
Oh, and Beaks is like, hey, my rich man from another mother. Yeah. My rich brother from another mother.
I hate my notes, because I only write down the first name, like, initial, and I'm like, wait, who is
Oh, no, I do that too.
No, but yeah.
And so everyone knows Glomgold's just a loser.
Yeah, he's got nothing else to do.
They're like, you always try to kill Scrooge. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, of course I do, it's my thing.
And then they're like, you're really bad at your thing.
Yeah, I think Beak says that. He's like, FYI, you're really bad at your thing.
And then Ma Beagle's like, well, he knew at least that he had to do it when Beakley wasn't here.
Yeah.
So they like...
And that's later that they talk about Beakley, I think, right? Or
no, it's right here.
Oh, they do, that's right, yeah. Well, Ma and Glomgold with Beaks just kind of standing there.
They reminisce about how much they hate Beakley.
Yeah, how much they hate Beakley and Miss Duckworth.
Yes.
They're like, oh, he was an artist. Like, he never would have let us in here.
Like, he threw the best party.
Yeah, they look at the painting, and he's getting a little pissed.
Yeah, he's like, fuck off!
Yeah, and so Louis will never be trusted with the guest list ever again.
3 people he knew, honestly.
Yeah. And honestly, the 3 new people they've met that they don't live with are criminals and people that have tried to kill them.
Exactly. Aww.
God.
They're all Scrooge's only friends.
Yeah. And so we see, so Huey's like, so you kidnapped Scrooge. He's like, nah, I was trying to kill him. He's like, I got invited. He's like, I thought it was the best chance, to kill him. And so we see a montage.
He's like, when I received a literal invitation to kill Scrooge.
Yeah, and Huey just looks at Dewey, he turns to Louie like...
So then Glomgold goes on to explain that when he got the invitation, he immediately starts planning.
Yeah, he's planning. And we see a montage of his really shitty fail schemes.
Yeah.
So and they're really funny.
It's a hot air balloon with spikes, but it blows up. Yeah.
It explodes, and he gets spikes thrown at him, and then Jay's making a chainsaw axe by duct taping them together.
And immediately, the chainsaw goes after him. Yeah. And then... This one was my favorite one.
He has a box full of scorpions, and he's putting bows on each of them.
And he gets obviously pinched by them.
One of them stings him, and he falls in the box. And so eventually he's like, yeah, that's right, I had a time, so I just shoved the spare bomb in a box and came right over.
The classic Glomgold.
Classic Glomgold. Copyright.
Probably, honestly. Everything he owns has his trademark on it.
His delivery of lines in this episode is amazing. This whole
voice
sequence,
actor is?
It's Keith Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
Who is Lord Hader, Wander Over Yonder, Blue from Fossil and from Imaginary Friends, and what's the name? The ghost guy from Overwatch. What's his name? The ghost guy. Deathlok? Reaper. Who's Deathlok? Is that no one? Did you make that up?
I think you did.
Oh, Deathlok is always part of the show. Sorry, never mind. It sounds fitting though. Deathlok.
Yeah.
Reaper from Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
His delivery in this is so
funny.
This whole 2-minute thing is just hilarious.
Because I fucking love the whole him being like, how did you know it was me?
Yeah, it's always you.
And it always will be.
Because even this made me feel really nostalgic for the original series. Glomgold's plans were normally dumb. Yeah. But because he wasn't a very funny villain, it wasn't haha. It was okay, that's a dumb plan. You're kind of dumb. And it was never as played up for laughs as much.
And here it's very much played for laughs.
Yes.
And it's really funny.
Glomgold would constantly throw lit dynamite at Scrooge and co. And it wasn't ever oh my god, dynamite. Yeah. At least here they play it up. Yeah. He's constantly trying to kill Scrooge with bombs. That always fail. Oh, right. And they're what happened to the bomb?
He's Mark is wait, but where's the bomb now?
Yeah.
And it's right behind him and
on the table. It's a really lame bomb.
Yeah. Even Glomgold admits it, it is a lame bomb.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because it explodes and a cake lands on his face. He's like, yeah, not my best work.
I wanted to bring up his beard.
Yeah.
Because at first he had the tiny beard, and I was
no.
Yeah,
I thought when we first saw this, I thought he replaced his beards.
Yeah,
he switched them out, like bad guys do wigs. Lex Luthor switches out wigs.
Yeah, but no, he had hid most of it. He just had
it, most of it hidden under the outfit.
But yeah.
So we see Huey's yes, I know now what is happening. Mm-hmm. So he calls another staff meeting.
Yeah, he has no idea.
He has no clue. And Louie knows. Louie's like, yeah, no, you don't. You have no idea, do you?
You got nothing, do you? I got nothing.
Louie, he's as much as I hate it, but we need a copy.
Yeah. So he hands Huey the phone, and Huey smacks it out of his hands. And in that split second, we see on Dewey's helmet.
What did you see? Because I was trying to pause it, but I couldn't pause it.
Yeah, someone else screenshotted it, and so I'm like, oh good, I have to do it. Someone screenshotted it at that second that Huey smacks the phone out of Louie's hands. It says, the Duke is back. If you remember.
I love that line!
If you remember from the episode of Mark Beeks, the infernal internships of Mark Beeks.
My favorite fucking line.
Yes, your favorite line. When Huey loses his shit over Dewey getting promoted.
I can be the Duke of being...
the Duke of making a mess.
He's like, oh no, watch out for the Duke!
So I don't know, I guess Dewey programmed that into the helmet?
I think so.
because Huey has a little breakdown.
No, yeah. I was trying so hard to catch the moment, but I rewinded it for like 10 minutes and couldn't.
It's like a quick second.
Yeah.
It's a really cool Easter egg, though. A little. So we see Huey is still really desperate to prove himself. Like, he's completely single-minded. He needs to be the best. Like, I think this is Duckworth again here.
He's like, I want to throw a party better than Duckworth.
Yeah. And like, it's funny, he's so single-minded to beat this guy who's been dead for years. Like, he needs to beat the memory of him.
Yeah. Like, he wants to be, like, the Manor's, like, household, like a kid speak. Yeah. He wants to be, like, the Manor's party planner.
Yeah, he wants to be, like, the one Scrooge trusts for this. Because, I mean, it's all centered around Scrooge, really. Because, like, it's how much they all look up to Scrooge. And I think it's like how Dewey in the beginning said, like, parties are to show people how much they're loved.
Yeah.
And, like, Scrooge has done so much for us. So it stems from, like, a good intention.
Yeah.
But he just so desperately wants to prove himself to himself, to Scrooge.
To be like, you know, he doesn't like parties, but now that I do the parties, he does. And it's like bringing back something for him, you know, in that way. But it's kind of like, like, I think Louis mentioned earlier, like, you're not letting us do our thing. Like, we're trying hard to help you, but you're not, like, liking the fact that we're trying to help you. Yeah. So they go back because Huey convinces Louis that he knows
he's like, God, I know who it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, okay. And so Huey starts accusing everyone one at a time. And they start vanishing.
Yeah. He had a monologue, but I didn't write it down. I put it in here somewhere.
That whole monologue of, like, who was responsible.
Yes.
Invited guests, assorted arch enemies. Who is guilty of Scrooge McDuck's birthday disappearance? Ironically, it was the one with no plan whatsoever. The one who took advantage of the chaos to take Scrooge now, then decide how to kill him later.
And first he pins it on. This is Duckworth again first, I think. Take that, Duckworth. Yeah. He keeps saying stuff like that. And so first he pins it on Glomgold. And Glomgold points to Beaks like, ha! Wait, what?
So as soon as he's done accusing him, everything goes dark. Glomgold disappears, and there's like a mysterious note that reads, Try again.
I was thinking, back to him dissing Duckworth, we should put in whatever he said. Because it reminded me, like, a much softer version of Scrooge stepping over Melody's bones.
Yes.
Like, so Scrooge stepping over Melody's bones in the Neverest episode, he became the person to make it the furthest up the mountain by stepping over his bones. And just that fact, like, stepping over this guy's corpse.
Yeah.
Like, this guy he knew and hated for years. It reminds me of Huey constantly dissing Duckworth, who's been dead.
But you didn't count on the world's greatest party planner / detective. Take that, Duckworth!
Like, just because he's wanting to prove himself, too. Like, no longer just a Scrooge. Scrooge, I'm thinking, actually probably doesn't even factor into this much anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so desperate to prove himself.
Yeah, he wants the party to, like, not be a failure.
Yeah.
He wants to, like, people to say, like, oh, yeah, like, now you're the better party thrower, you know? And,
it reminds me of, like, a softer version of that. Because the kids are all very much like Scrooge in different ways. So I think this is one way. But,
the whole family has anger issues, which I can relate, because so do I.
I think mostly just Huey. I mean, because
Huey...
for the rest of them, like, they need to be pushed.
Yeah.
Like, when Huey snaps, it's...
the Duke.
Yeah, you get the Duke. So we see he starts trying to pin it on everyone. Yeah. And just try again. Lights go out. Try again. Try again.
So until there's no one left.
Yeah,
there is!
Except Nick Nocturne.
Yeah.
But they forget about him. Yeah. He sneaks off.
Well, he doesn't even sneak off because at first he's just like, there's no one left. And Nick's like, what am I?
Yeah. Why did they just forget about him? He runs up the stairs and we see, like, smoke appearing. Sans smoke machine.
Yes, his eyes start glowing.
His eyes start glowing. He starts levitating.
Yes.
And the smoke's curling around him all scary-like.
But meanwhile, the kids are still arguing because they don't see that behind them. So they're like, oh, Huey starts accusing his brothers about sabotaging the party. And Louie's like, we helped you. Like, we tried.
How dare you pin this on us? And Dewey's trying to take the helmet off.
Yeah, but he can't.
Yeah, he's just struggling to take it off.
Huey says, like, that he was a bad DJ.
Yeah.
And poor Dewey.
And Dewey's face, he's like...
offended.
Yeah, like this offended emoji face. And they see behind them. Well, Dewey sees behind them, like, the smoke is, like, twirling like crazy. And he's like, dudes. And they're like, oh shit, it was Blackhearts and a demon. What the fuck talking demon there now.
Yes,
it's the demon from the intro.
Yes, it's like a black body, but the head is like a
skull.
It's a skull
thing with horns.
Yeah,
it's not an animal.
No, it's just kind of like mixed. What I would think is like kind of like a deer, but like longer in the face. It's like 2 points in the face.
Yeah, because the horns aren't deer horns. Though.
Yeah.
The horns are like demon horns. Goat horns. You
know,
like
a ram.
Demons have.
Yeah.
We see Blackguard also stole the guitar.
Yeah, he steals it because he wants to be dramatic.
Yeah, because you see that Blackguard summoned the demon because he wanted to prove to Ma Beagle that magic classes weren't a waste of time.
I plotted this whole thing to prove to Ma that all those magic classes were not a waste of time. You hear me? I summoned a demon to get rid of her enemies, and then her. And now I'll finally get rid of you! Spirit, I command thee to get them!
So he summoned a demon?
Yes. So he was like, I'm gonna get rid of Ma's enemies, and then I'm gonna get rid of her.
Yeah, I was like, shit. But then we see he tries to have the demon turn against them, but it turns on Blackguard.
Yeah.
And he, like, vanishes, right?
Yeah. That reminded me of something, but I couldn't figure out like what it was. Is it?
I don't know.
No, it was like when they it might have been supernatural, but I don't fully remember what it was. It's like they summoned something, and then the thing immediately turns on him.
The Dreadfuls. I have no idea.
I don't know what it was.
Oh, that's a common trope.
Yeah, but it was like a specific thing. I don't know. I was trying to remember like at 1 a.m.
I don't know. Oh, the demon has like little demon wings.
Oh yeah,
the little ones.
They're tiny.
Like the little the fake the butterfly wings you'll get, but they're like bat wings on this giant demon guy. So we see Blackguard's kind of like he does like a little riff on the guitar. He's like, go after them, demon.
And immediately
and
turns.
The demon's like, nah.
He's such a crybaby.
Yeah, he is. The demon like wraps around him and then he vanishes.
Yeah.
And
so the kids hide underneath.
The kids run away, to like where they had their staff meeting room.
Their staff room.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized that there was books all over it.
Yeah. It's a little like mini bookshelf.
It's where Harry Potter lives.
It's a good part of the stairs. And so we see that it's one of those secret flip bookcases. Mm-hmm. Like, of course, Scrooge has this in his house. Yeah. Like, I love that. I can't imagine how many of these he has in his house.
Right?
Just for fun. And, like...
for shits and giggles.
Yeah, and then for safety, I guess.
Yeah.
So they flip around, so they're further inside the house now, inside the mansion, and the demon chases them.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty scary, like, he just slams the bookcase down.
Yeah.
And chases after them. Oh, they hide
in a, suit of armor. I couldn't remember the name. No, yeah, suit of armor, so they're like, stacked on top of it. And Louis...
Dewey is on top because of the helmet stuck on his head.
Huey's in the middle, and then Louis on the bottom.
Yeah.
Huey is talking to himself very loudly.
Loudly, and he's having, like, whole realizations, and Louis is like, dude, shut up! Shut up! So he's like, I should have listened to Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
He never wanted a party, but then
he imitates him, which I'll put the clip in. Yeah, it's really cute.
I love whenever they imitate Scrooge. It's cute.
I should have listened to Uncle Scrooge when he said, "Spit on me spots, I hate parties," but I just had to do it. And right now, you have to stop talking.
But then he has a realization that this party was the best party for someone who hates parties. Mm-hmm. But the whole time, like, Louis should tell him to shut up. Yeah. There's a ghost, there's a demon.
Stop yelling!
Yeah.
And then that's when the demon, turns around.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, there you are. Since Louis is controlling the legs, he runs off inside the suit. Mm-hmm. But the suit was holding an axe, and the ghost grabs it as they run past. And the ghost is now chasing them with an axe.
Yes, with an axe.
He hits Dewey over the head with it.
Yeah, and it cracks.
It cracks the helmet open like clean in half.
Yeah, and he's like, at first he's like, I don't ever want to have the helmet back on. Yeah. And then the demon goes in for another swing, and he's like, I want it back.
Yeah, and he's like, bring it back. Oh god. And so Dewey ducks down, and the ghost destroys the whole top half of the suit armor. Like, and it's just the legs now.
Yeah, it's just legs. And then Huey, who's like, at this point, he's figured it out, right?
Yeah.
So he's trying to get him to, like, turn a certain way, and he's like, turn! And then Louie's like, I'm not controlling this.
I'm not controlling the legs, dude.
The monster thing, the demon thing is...
Yes, and so the ghost slams him into a wall.
Yeah.
And the suit armor gets destroyed. What's left of it. And Huey's like, okay, like, come with me, like, I know what's up. And they find this secret room that needs a code to get into.
Yeah.
Which Huey knows.
Huey knows the codes. So they
I assume it needs a code, because there's like a... Yeah, because it looks like it's... I mean, the hallway behind them, it looks like it's just the mansion. So it's like a hidden door. Maybe it's like in the wall or something.
Well, wasn't there a door, like, right there? Or is it not the door?
Oh, maybe. But, like, you need, like, a code to get into it. It slides open.
Yeah.
And we see inside, there's like a kitchenette... There's like food, there's like stored food. I wrote down there's
the bunker,
big cans and tubs of stored food, a kitchenette, a spare outfit for Scrooge, and like a glass case, and a monitoring center for the whole mansion, where Scrooge is sitting eating popcorn.
It's a bunker basically. Like I would say, like for
it's not like in the bunk. It's not underground though.
No,
it's just,
true.
It's like a hidden room in the mansion.
Yeah. But it has like all the things like for. Bad things. If bad things were to happen, it has, like, food and stuff, camera, I would say, maybe.
I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's just like a room. I don't know. Just because, like, it has a spare outfit for Scrooge, it has the monitoring stuff, it has a kitchenette, so I think it's just, like, a security center. Maybe. Like in a mall. Like, they have the security room.
Yeah.
Because it's not, like, it's small.
Yeah,
it's a small room.
It is.
So it's these couple things. So I guess if someone wanted to just camp out in there... True. You can. There's like a kitchen thing.
So he's watching the security feeds.
Yes.
And he's like, wait, you have to see, like, the best part, right?
Yeah.
So it's the demon thing.
The demon, yeah. It's kicking everyone out. Yeah. Kicking all the Scrooge's enemies out.
Fucking when Mark gets, like, the boot, he's, like, drop off from what looks like it's a window, right?
Yeah.
And it looks kind of tall.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he thinks he's high up.
Yeah, he thinks he's high up. He's like, don't kill me, I barely lived. Hashtag YOLO, hashtag fumble.
Yeah.
And he drops him, but it's like a foot.
Yeah, it's like a foot, and he's on the ground. And I wonder, like, what's the purpose of this room, though? Like, it's just a monitoring center for the mansion?
I would think so.
But why does it have a kitchenette, and why does it have an spare outfit for Scrooge?
That's why I'm saying it's kind of like a
It's not quite a bunker,
thing.
But it's like a...
In case of emergencies,
something.
Yeah,
like it's like something like that, I guess. Like if worse comes to worse, like you go here.
Yeah, because it has like food and supplies and stuff.
This is like the modern system for this super high tech security system that he has.
Yeah,
so
DT-87.
Yeah, I wonder if this will come into play again, like this security system he has. But we see that the demon is actually he's like the ghost, the ghost, the demon or whatever. It's actually Scrooge's ghost.
Yes, he's like, not his ghost, my ghost.
Yeah.
That preposterous prestidigitator conjured up a spirit, all right. Unfortunately for him, it was the ghost of my most loyal servant.
And then the demon thing appears.
Well, first, Louis, we see that Louis had Scrooge's wallet, which was a great detail. Like, he was holding on to Scrooge's wallet. It floats out of his jacket, and lo and behold, our main man, Duckworth, appears. He looks so great. He looks just like exactly like he does in the original series.
Yeah, exactly the same. And yeah, I hate that we joked about it. I hate that the whole joke that we were having was that he was dead. And I'm pretty sure we joked about him being a ghost.
Yep. So like a while back, Frank and Goldness and a couple of the cast members said that Duckworth is in the intro in the song, and we're like, where the hell is he? He's the demon thing. Yeah, that's there. So he is there.
He is there. He's always been there.
How dare you?
And I'm like, we've been made fools.
You imagine the Puss in Boots, the egg guy. Remember that? He's like, I've always been there, and there's the whole montage. I was thinking about that. It's the weirdest shit.
No, but yeah, a crazy reveal. I was like,
because we learned Blackheart summoned Duckworth from beyond the grave. Yeah. So his whole summoning thing, he summoned Duckworth.
Yeah, it worked. He summoned a spirit. It just wasn't,
It was Scrooge's spirit.
Yeah.
But, like, so it made me think, like, was Duckworth nearby? Like,
He's always watching.
Did Blackguards, like, pull him from his, like, his peaceful oblivion? Like, had he reached Nirvana?
He's still in purgatory.
Did he never leave Scrooge's side? But, like, by being summoned, he appeared? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know, because, yeah, it's not explained.
Yeah, because, it's not super, like, so Blackguard summoned him, but why Duckworth?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because they were just in the mansion and, like, Duckworth's ghostly energies are there?
And he was like, might as well, you know? I guess.
Might
as well.
Because we get a little flashback as Scrooge explains, and we see that Duckworth is the one who led Scrooge out of the box, and, you know, like, safely brought him to the monitoring room. Mm-hmm. But when we see that in the flashback, when Duckworth opens the box, Scrooge looks super happy to see him.
He's like, damn, like he, you know, what does Duckworth say? Because Duckworth's a bitch.
Yeah, he has some line about like a pitiful like party being thrown in the mansion.
He's like, I returned to the corporeal world to find the mansion full of Mr. McDuck's enemies and even worse, hosting them at a subpar party.
Yeah, and Huey's like, oh, okay.
I returned to the corporeal world to find the mansion full of Mr. McDuck's enemies, and even worse, hosting them at a sub-par party.
Hey!
So I did what any butler with his coattails would: alleviate the situation.
I think Dewey sticks his hand through Duckworth's leg.
He keeps doing it, right?
I think like Huey like pulls him back. Like, stop. Or someone does that. Someone pulls him back. That's why Duckworth locked all the doors. Yeah. He just wanted to fuck with them all.
Because he's like, I have a flair for the dramatic, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so Dewey sticks his arm through Duckworth's leg, and Duckworth picks him up and, like, moves him away. He's like, nah, don't do that. Wait, so Huey, like, learns his lesson that Duckworth was trying to protect Scrooge from his enemies, and Huey, his party. Because, Huey realized he made the party about himself instead of, you know, caring about what Scrooge would have wanted.
And he like, apologizes, and Scrooge is like,
Disney lesson complete.
Scrooge is like, don't even worry about it. Like,
he's like, this is the best party I ever had. Yeah. I gotta watch my enemies be terrified and thrown out by a ghost.
Like, and you brought back my favorite butlers.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't mean to.
Yeah, he didn't mean to do that part, but...
But there you go, bud.
But the kids are like, wait, but like Duckworth was chasing us with like an axe. Mm-hmm. And Scrooge is like, oh, you were never in any danger. It was clearly a ghost axe.
And then the axe falls
in the corner, and Duckworth is around like, totes,
it breaks the floor.
Yeah, like fuck, Duckworth, the hell? Why are you chasing these children around with an axe? They're 10.
For the shits and giggles.
God.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it made me think, because it seems Duckworth seems to enjoy scaring the kids.
Yeah, he does.
Because Scrooge is like, no more parties, like, you know now, right? No more parties. Mm-hmm. And Huey's like, okay, but how about, like, Arbor Day, Hanukkah? And Duckworth turns back into the demon, and he's like,
no more parties. He said, yeah, no parties.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay,
and the kids, like, cower. They're like, like, they've been terrified of him.
May this be a lesson. I never want another party.
But what about parties for holidays like Christmas, Hanukkah, or the often overlooked Arbor Day?
And Mr. McDuck just said, no parties.
I'll just buy a card.
And Scrooge doesn't seem to notice or acknowledge this.
Scrooge is just smiling. He's like, so happy.
Yeah, he just like, sorry, Duckworth's back. Yeah. But it makes me think, like I don't know how I feel about Duckworth.
He's always been a bitch.
He has. But, like, this, can we trust Duckworth?
Yeah, because, I mean, Scrooge keeps, like, every other word he says about Duckworth is about how loyal he is. Yeah. But it's like...
Like, the kid, he terrifies the kids for no reason. He was chasing them with an actual axe. And something we'll see at the end.
Yeah.
Well, makes me wonder.
Yeah, it's like he's loyal to Scrooge, but no one else.
Yeah, no one else.
Like, he does not care for anyone else.
Yeah. And so it makes me wonder if they'll do anything more with that.
I hope they do. I mean, they have a ghost.
He's a ghost. House. Yeah, ghost, but Duckworth is here to stay. Like, the next scene... it's I guess a couple days later.
Yeah.
It's Webby and Beakley coming back from Webby's insane survivor island trip.
Yeah.
And Duckworth's just in the foyer.
What? He's like, "Hi, Duckworth."
Yeah, and she runs past. And Beakley's like, "Fucking pardon?"
I just wrote here, Duckworth's a bitch and I'm here for it.
Oh, see, Beakley is not at all happy to see him. At all.
Okay, so Duckworth is my try at voice acting. He's like, "How nice of you to finally return after abandoning your post."
We can put the line in.
I want to say...
And Beakley just walks through him. She's like, "I preferred you when you were dead."
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. Like, she walks through him, and just like...
Yeah.
Mrs. Beakley, how nice of you to finally return after abandoning your post. Thankfully, I was here to pick up your slack. Tell me, do you typically keep the house this shabby?
I preferred it when you were dead.
Because he's like sassing her about not doing her job properly.
Yeah, she left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how it ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends. Like, so I don't know, like, can we trust Duckworth?
I want to. No, but yeah, it's kind of like that thing. It's like, why? I guess he's loyal to Scrooge and that's all that matters, but he does not care for anyone else.
Maybe, yeah. Because we see that Beakley did know Duckworth. Because she clearly hates him.
Yeah.
So you wonder, like, when Beakley came in.
Yeah.
Because I heard that we're going to get a scene set, like, in the 60s or 70s with Beakley, Scrooge, and Ludwig. Ludwig, Drake, what's his name? Ludwig von Drake. Yeah.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I'm wondering, when Beakley came in, was she and Duckworth working at the same time?
Yeah.
How Duckworth died of old age, or
he doesn't
something more sinister? Well, ghosts don't always look like their age when they died. He looks like he does. He looks exactly like he does in the painting.
Yeah.
So we don't know when he died. I don't know.
Soon after.
The day after the painting was completed. Really good episode. We have to put in. We can't explain all the DJ Daft Duck lines because they were just so funny.
Because for like every other thing he would say, like there would be like a little cute sound effect, a little like. I can't put the emojis in, but just like, it was very like visually cute and stuff.
It was, and the villains were all really great. It was a good villain episode.
Yes.
It made me feel really nostalgic.
Way, you look like a classic kind of a guy. I'm like that.
Yes, one can never be too classy.
Way, you got a nice little place here. Only hotel, I'm never stay inside.
Oh, I almost forgot. No Benzuli Gasponian watch. No Benzuli.
Still no Gandra.
Jesus. And I wanted to mention before I forgot, the original voice actor for Duckworth in the original series, Chuck McCann, passed away recently.
Yeah.
He passed away April 8th, which is upsetting.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, I loved him as Duckworth.
He was
funny. Really great. Just really dry deliveries.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure McCann is like a really proficient voice actor and just straight up actor. I knew him as Duckworth.
Yeah, same.
Like I think he said it a couple times when Scrooge is like, "Step on it, Duckworth." He's like, "The pedal is to the metal, sir."
That's my favorite line. He has other lines, but I can't remember them right now.
He's great.
Duckworth, have you seen Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
No, Miss Webbigale, my morning has been quite calm.
But yeah, just
fun.
watch an episode of Original Series with Duckworth in it. Just so you can remember Chuck McCann.
He was there, I think, in the earlier. Yeah, because sometimes he just doesn't appear.
Yeah,
like a lot of characters don't in the original.
Sometimes we'll see him and he doesn't speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's first second seasons. You best bet to find Duckworth. First episode is your best bet.
Yeah.
He's introduced.
Aw, but yeah, it was a crazy episode. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That reveal. I'm like, as soon as that reveal happened, I was like texting you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, we were right, even though we were joking.
Yeah, we were joking, and it was true. Ghost. All right, I think that's it for us.
Yes.
You can find us on Twitter at Amores Patos.
Yes.
I'm posting on there.
I know.
Like, I retweet news, Ducktales news, and fan art, and also obviously news from our show.
Yeah, and I sometimes make memes on there.
Yes. You can find us on Tumblr at Amores Patos Podcast.
Yes, you can
send us questions.
Anything you want, honestly, to the Tumblr. Sometimes we don't get anything, but
Doesn't make sense so sad.
And if you want, like, maybe, because sometimes we get stuff, but we're not sure if, like, you want us to read it on the air.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, if you want us to answer, like, right there and then, just, like, let us know. And if you want this to be read on the air, just, like, let us know that, too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, we get something and I'm like, wait, I'm not sure if we should reply right now or, like, reply later. But you can also send us questions to our Gmail at amorespatospodcast.gmail.com.
If you don't have a Tumblr.
Yeah. You can find
Twitter.
Or Twitter, yes. But yeah, we're always here to talk and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it for us.
I think that's
All right. Saludos, amigos.
Saludos, amigos.